Hello, friends. Welcome to the series of Lord Sri Krishna stories. In the previous story, we heard that all the gopis were bothered that Sri Krishna is leaving Gokula. In this story, we will listen to how Akura gets a vision. The chariot traveled very fast and soon reached the banks of Yamuna. Balarama and Krishna bathed in their favorite river and drank its sweet water. They stood for a while, remembering all the happy days they had spent on the banks of Yamuna. They returned to the chariot, which was stationed underneath the shade of big trees. Then Akrura, with Krishna's permission, went to bathe in the river. As prescribed in the scriptures, he repeated the Gayatri mantra when dipping himself under the water. Then a strange thing happened. He saw both Balarama and Krishna standing in the water, but he had not seated them in the chariot before coming for the bath. Confused, he quickly came out of the water, raising his head, looked at the chariot. He found the two boys calmly seated in the chariot. Thinking that what he had seen under the water was an illusion, he dived again. Now he had another and a more wonderful vision. He saw the divine serpent Adisesha with 1,000 diademed hoods and draped in blue silk. Seated on that serpent bed was the Supreme Person Mahavishnu, deep blue in complexion, wearing yellow silk and sporting 4 arms. He saw many sages led by Sanaka and the 7 rishis adoring the Lord. Akrura was filled with the highest delight and devotion. He realized the truth of what he heard, that Narayana and Sesha had been born on earth as the sons of Vasudeva. He folded his hands and prayed to Mahavishnu. Even as he was praying, the vision gently disappeared. Akrura then emerged from the water and went back to the chariot in astonishment. The great change in Akrura's face was noticed by Krishna and Balarama. Krishna now asked him, "You seem to have had some strange experience. Was the water very cold? Your hairs are standing on the end." Akrura replied humbly, "You are right. I had a vision today which has opened my eyes. I have understood who you really are." Akrura then drove the chariot again and they all reached Mathura by the evening. In the meantime, Nanda with others had already reached Mathura by shortcuts through the forests. They were waiting near the entrance of Mathura in the royal gardens. Akrura stopped the chariot there by Krishna's instruction. Krishna said, "Akrura, you please go home now. We shall take a little rest here and then go around the city for sightseeing. You inform the king about our arrival." But Akrura said, with tears in his eyes, "I shall not enter the city without you. It's my request that all of you come to my house and sanctify it. Be my guest for the day." Krishna wiped the tears of Akrura with his towel and said, "I shall surely come to your house. I have ever been fond of my devotees. They are always dear to me and I shall not refuse anything to them. But first, I have to destroy Kamsa, the oppressor and the suppressor of the clans of the Yadavas. And then I shall visit you." Akrura was a little sad to hear these words of Krishna. He went alone to the city and informed Kamsa about Krishna's arrival. So in the previous story, gopis were all in so much of sorrow that Krishna is leaving them for a few days and they are entering Mathura. Now, in this story, Krishna and Balarama, both of them entered Mathura and has given a wonderful experience to Akrura by giving their darshan to him. In the next story, we will listen how Krishna enters Mathura. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmanyai Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmanyai Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmanyai Namaha.